What is up, my friends? My name is Echo Through and today we're back with another episode of Clash Royale 101, where we take a look at every single troop in the game, break them down both offensively and defensively, teach you how to use them appropriately so that you can better your game. Today, guys, we're looking at the Lava Hound, a legendary card. Before we go any further, I want to take a second and say thank you for coming down to the channel. I really do appreciate it, guys. Now, looking at this legendary card here, this is a level 1 Lava Hound. This hound costs 7 elixir to play, has 3,000 hit points, only 34 damage per second, meaning it's not going to do much damage to your towers at all until it pops, which we'll get into in a moment. It only targets buildings, and the range is very small, only 2 tiles. And the hit speed's 1.3 seconds. It's a slow troop. Really, it's a tank of the air. But when this troop pops or breaks, it breaks into 6 lava pups, and at a level 1 Lava Hound you have level 1 lava pups, which offer 45 damage per second. Now there's 6 lava pups, which I believe turns out to being 270 damage per second, which is pretty intense, pretty strong, and it takes a couple of shots from a tower to take down one of these lava pups. So unless if there's a poison spell, a zap spell, or something like that to counter it, the lava pups can do quick damage to your tower. So what we're going to do, guys, is get into a replay, talk about strategy, and really figure out how this troop is properly played. Now, PJ Guts shared this replay with his Lava Hound, and this is the deck right here. It, of course, has the Lava Hound, the Ice Spirit, the Musketeer, the Miner, a Poison Spell, the Baby Dragon, a Mini P.E.K.K.A, and his favorite, Furnace. Alright, guys, so we're going to get right into this replay right now and kind of see how this goes down, how it's played. Most of the action is played in this right-hand lane. PJ Guts is on the bottom working his way up, and he's playing against an equal level 10 opponent. Now, the thing that you want to do when playing the Lava Hound is play it deep back behind your towers. That way, you have time to build up elixir, because it costs 7 elixir to play this card, so you're almost tapping yourself out pretty close to completely, and you want to have the time to build up a push behind the Lava Hound, because the Hound is not going to do too much damage on its own. Now, the opponent here has an Inferno Tower, which is like a problem for a Hound, because as you can see, it melts quickly, but then you have those pups popping, and they do some quick damage to that Inferno Tower, as it cannot target more than one at a time, and it does take a few seconds to heat itself up. So the Inferno Tower was taken out by the Baby Dragon and the Lava Pups, and now the opponent is pushing with a Valkyrie, Hog, and Musketeer. An Ice Spirit was used to slow them down, and the Furnace was used to also direct them towards the core rather than sending them straight towards the tower. Now there's a push with the Musketeer Fire Spirits. A lot of times players will wait until it's double elixir time to start pushing with their Lava Hound. They'll kind of hide the card, not let the opponent know that it's in the deck, and then push with it in the end. PJ Guts here had no problem sharing with his opponent that he has this card and that it will be used throughout the round. So another Lava Hound push, again from behind his right hand tower. The Inferno Tower was thrown by the opponent. PJ throws his Poison Spell to try and slow things down, and throws a Miner on the tower while the tower is targeting the Lava Hound, and an Ice Spirit to stop that Inferno Tower so that the Lava Hound could last just a little bit longer. Now, what worked so great there is that that Hound was used as a tank just so that the tower would be targeting the Hound, and that Miner could come in from the back door and slap around the tower from behind without being targeted. Now, the opponent had the Valkyrie, which they used to take out the Miner, but if the opponent was low on elixir, it would have been an awesome tanking opportunity. Like I said, guys, the Lava Hound is basically the tank of the air. It is the tank of the air. There's the Miner again on that right-hand tower, slapping it from behind. The Valkyrie was played. Now we have an Ice Spirit Hog push. Ice Spirit's going to grab the tower. Poison Spell dropped on the opponent dropped the Poison Spell on our tower, on our Furnace, and, well, now on our Musketeer. And here's another push with our Lava Hound, pushing up that right-hand lane. Now notice PJ is playing it to the right of the lane, this way that the Hound does not target the structures that are put right in front of the King's Tower. You want to play your Hound on the outside or the outskirts of the towers, just so they don't get pulled into the core and distracted from the tower. As I said before, this card is a building targeting troop, so it's going to go for whatever buildings are closest, and you want to keep that from happening, or else it's going to kind of ruin your push, especially if the opponent has a structure such as an Inferno Tower. Even a cannon can distract them for a while, and the poison spell was played right here on that tower. It's going to end the round. And there you have it, my friends. Now, I have seen some matches where the Lava Hound and the Lava Pups really do some crazy damage. The opponent will kind of go a little bit nuts, taking a look at, you know, trying to stop the Hound from getting to the tower, and then they'll utilize all their elixir and leaving nothing behind, and then the Lava Hound will pop, and then there's some problems right there. And I'm looking at the wrong deck. We'll look at this one right here. There we go. So guys, you want to make sure, if you're being pushed by a Lava Hound, don't expend all of your elixir trying to kill the Hound, because like I said before, the Hound is not going to do much damage to your tower. It's the troops behind, and it's the Hound once it pops, and those pups are then taking over. So if you have a zap spells, try and cycle to it, throw a poison on top of that Hound right before it's about to pop, or just get some fire spirits, just something that can counter it really nicely. If you're playing the Lava Hound, you want to make sure that you have troops behind it. Some people will play wizards behind it, some people will play the baby dragon, as PJ played, something that has splash damage that can take out the smaller troops that are going to be used to distract your Hound, or even the structures that are going to be used to distract your Hound. So there you have it, guys. It's a pretty simple troop to play, as long as you utilize and plan for using 7 elixir, and you know, build up enough elixir behind it so you can have the proper push with it, you will be okay. If your opponent does not have an Inferno Tower, they will struggle with stopping a Lava Hound push. So there you have it, guys. A lot of people don't love the Lava Hound, but it really is a great push troop. I think that it's used a lot more since the most recent update, and it's used quite a bit more than people use the golems these days. So that's it, guys. I got nothing more for you. What I do hope is that this episode helped you a little bit on how to use that Lava Hound. If you just opened it up in a legendary chest, hopefully this guided you along the right path so that you could be successful with this card. And if you're getting beaten up by this card all the time, maybe this will help you out on how to counter the Lava Hound as well. But guys, the plan is to go through every single card in this game and do a one-on-one for each and every card. We have a bunch of them done already, and it's in the Clash Royale 101 playlist if you want to check those out. And that's it, guys. So if you are not already subscribed to the channel and you enjoyed yourself here with me today, please hit that subscribe button. That like button helps me as well. Share this around the webs. I come out with content every single day, guys. Clash of Clans, Clash Royale. Leave in the comments below anything that you have for suggestions for the Lava Hound, so that people watching this video can learn from you as well. Until next time, my friends, take care and be good.